Consistency and hard work is going to be essential for your wholesaling real estate success. If you can consistently show up every single day and just do the hard work it involves in wholesaling real estate, I promise you the skills will follow. And the best part about that is getting your first wholesaling real estate deal, you really don't need the skills at all. If you're not scaled and talking to sellers or marketing or cash buyers, don't be afraid. I'm going to share with you exactly how you can get wholesaling real estate deals today, this month, without really any skills at all. The truth here in wholesaling real estate, it really comes down to three fundamental things to get your first wholesaling real estate deal, and so many wholesalers really overlook. So before I break it down, do me a big favor, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe, and let's break it all down. Guys, I've trained hundreds of thousands of wholesalers on how to get their first wholesaling real estate deal, and one thing I can tell you is you are not going to be perfect. This might be a shocking statement, a statement that's going to really worry you, but the truth is you don't have to have these crazy, amazing, massive skills to become a successful wholesaler. It really comes down to consistency and hard work. Out of the hundreds of thousands of wholesalers that I've helped, the ones that do well, the ones that don't do well, it's never coming down to how much skills you have and how much of a king closer you are, because that's not really the thing that matters. You can be the most skilled cold caller in the world, but if you're not going up every single day and calling the right leads, who cares about your skills? It's just like multiplications. 5 times 5 equals 25, but 5 times 0 equals 0. A million times 0 equals 0. Your skill set might be a 5, which might be amazing, but if you have no volume with those skills, what's the point? I'd rather you be 5 times 2 than 5 times 0. Obviously, that's way more. If you can consistently show up every single day and just do the hard work it involves in wholesaling real estate, I promise you the skills will follow. And the best part about that is getting your first wholesaling real estate deal, you really don't need the skills at all. But once you start doing more deals, the skills will creep up behind you and that'll lead you to do more deals, make more money per wholesaling deal, and just overall make more profits. Now that's not gonna be the thing that's gonna get your first deal, but it just helps. It's extra gravy for your wholesaling real estate business. So understand, it is not a lack of skills that is stopping you from getting your first wholesaling real estate deal, it is a lack of discipline. And unfortunately, I can teach skills, but I can't teach discipline. Showing up every single day and going after the vision that you set forth for yourself in wholesaling real estate, that is gonna be the key to see if you're actually gonna go out here and get your first deal or not. Remember this, he or she that cares more about the seller's interests will get the deal. Let me say it one more time. He or she that cares more about the seller's interest will win the deal. So if it's two wholesalers going at it on a deal, sometimes skill set and how good you are in wholesaling might not even be the factor. The main factor is, hey, does this person have my best interest in mind and do they care about what I want to do? Just selling their property for cash. I can tell you, I've gone up against so many great wholesalers in my market and I've always won out because I cared more about the seller than the piece of real estate. I even had lower offers, but I conveyed more of a belief to myself that I can help them out and I cared more about them and I won out on that deal. I have said this before, consistency and hard work is going to be essential for your wholesaling real estate success. But on top of that, here's a skill that you really don't need too much of, belief and confidence. And you may be like, whoa, Zach, I do not have the confidence right now to get my first wholesaling real estate deal. Before you go up and say, Zach, easy for you to say, you have all this belief, you have all this confidence. I can tell you the way you're thinking of confidence and belief is way more different than the way it actually is. Belief and confidence really comes to what you say and the truthfulness you have in your heart of what you've said. So if I tell a motivated seller, hey, I'm ready to buy your property for cash, me and my partner, and we want to help you out, I can say that with 100% confidence and belief and conviction in my soul. Because I know me and my cash partner, my cash buyer, have plenty of funds to buy their property. It's not really a confidence that I know what I'm doing, but it's confidence that I know that me and my partner can buy your property. And really, in wholesaling real estate, we're just buying people's houses. That's it. That stuff doesn't require skills. Remember guys, getting wholesaling real estate deals, most of it's really coming down to the marketing, especially when you're a beginner. And you really don't need these big, special, crazy skills to go out here and cold call, pull government lists, drive for dollars, reverse drive for dollars, throw sticky notes on properties. That stuff doesn't require many skills at all. I mean, they're pretty much done for you. And the skill set to communicate to a seller that you're looking to buy the property is the same skill set it takes for you to buy a used car. Hey, I'm looking to buy your car. When you're buying somebody's car, you don't really have to have these crazy skills to buy somebody's used car. You've probably done this off Craigslist, on like Facebook Marketplace. Hey, how old is the car? Can you tell me about the car? Why are you looking to sell the car? These are just very basic things that most human beings know how to ask when they're looking to buy something. You just use those same questions to pieces of real estate and you'll be fine. Hey, can you tell me a little bit about the house? Why are you looking to sell the house? Is there issues with the house? Does it need to be updated? Just pretty simple questions. Hey, I got to test drive the car. Hey, I got to go buy the property and look at it. Now, skills do come in handy when you're doing things like this, but it won't be the thing that's going to stop you from getting a wholesaling deal. Those skills might stop you from making a lot more or doing more deals, but it's not going to stop you right now today. The skills will come, I promise. And think about this. A lot of people don't have the confidence to think they have to have skills to go talk to sellers. And the truth is, talking to a seller is the same thing as talking to your friends. If you treat them like you're talking to your friends more or less, you honestly should be fine. Chances are, if you're watching this, you have one or a couple friends, some family members that you just talk normally to, right? You don't really have to think too much when talking to them, or you get super nervous or clammy when you're talking to them. And it doesn't really require skills talking to people in general about regular stuff. Like, I go to somebody off the street and say, hey, how's your day going? And I don't get too nervous to talk about it. It's pretty easy. I talk to my friends like that. And if you just have that same type of tone and tonality when you're talking to a seller, you're gonna be fine. So a lot of people, they'll go and talk to a motivated seller and they'll get super nervous, clammy, or start choking up their voice and they get so nervous. And the truth is, if you act like you're just talking to a regular friend, you're gonna be fine. Most people psych themselves out in wholesaling real estate thinking you have to know all these skills and sales tactics, when really just have a regular conversation. Hey, you're looking to sell your property? Hey, I'm looking to buy some houses, me and my partner. You just make it simple, you make offers on properties, and you get contracts locked up, and you make a ton of money in your wholesaling real estate business. I promise you, you are 100% overthinking everything. If you just go out here, talk to sellers, lowball them, you'll do well. Now, the one thing I do want to tell you is it is important to have knowledge when starting wholesaling. Knowledge and skills are a little different, obviously. The skill set of making a sculpture is so much different than knowing how to make a sculpture. Now, I know how to make a sculpture. You can do it with clay, you can do it with stone, you can do all these things. But here's the truth. I know the process of it. I also know the process of building a house completely from scratch. I know how it works. But to have the skills to create an amazing artist statue that's absolutely beautiful and amazing, I don't have that artist gene. It's a skill set that takes tens of thousands of hours to master. Now, I might have the knowledge of knowing what to do, but the skill set comes from time, patience, and practice. Now, it's very important though to have the knowledge. And you don't have to have these crazy skills to start going at it. It's really like playing a video game. Now, it's impossible to play a video game if you don't know how to use a keyboard and mouse or a controller. But if you learn how to do that and the basics of the game, then you start going in here and playing the game, and then you just get better over time. That is what wholesaling real estate's all about. It is a video game. So if you want to learn how the controls work, how the game actually works, and the rules of the road, I recommend you go to freewholesaling.com, learn how to wholesale houses, and within a week, you'll be able to start marketing to sellers, talking to them, and just giving basic offers. You don't have to complicate it, and you'll get your first wholesaling real estate deal. That is all it takes for wholesaling real estate success. So if you want to go out here and get your first real estate wholesaling deal, go to freewholesaling.com. Make sure you smash this like button and subscribe if you got any value from this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Go out here, make a change in your life. I 100% believe in you. Question is, do you believe in yourself? And you definitely should. I really appreciate it, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and see you guys soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one.